Hey guys, Smart Ninja 000 here. Today we're going to be testing, is it worth it to smelt wood into charcoal? Now this is a bit of a different video, it's just kind of a random concept idea thing I had. I thought it would be kind of interesting to find out if it's actually worth it to smelt charcoal, or is charcoal just kind of a waste? If you don't know, I believe charcoal and coal have the same smelting value, but we can test that right now. So this is how we're going to be doing all the tests today. It's not perfect because they're not technically, like, there could be slight lag or something that makes it so one doesn't before. But we're going to assume that these are it's basically a perfect design. So what we're doing is we're going to be trying to smelt 64 diamonds. First off, we're going to see if charcoal's as good as coal or not. So now we wait. You can see it still has a lot of fuel. I'm just going to cut until some stuff happens. Okay, we're about halfway done. Here in the end, we're about maybe a few more ticks. Shut off same time. Now they both smelted 8 diamonds. So what we have is we have 1 charcoal and 1 log. Now obviously the charcoal's going to last longer than the log, but we're going to say, does it last longer than the planks? Now this is what an average person would do. They would craft it into planks, throw it in their furnace. We're going to find out if it's better to smelt the charcoal, have the log be charcoal, or have it be planks. So here we go. Both activated at the same time. I'll be back to you in a bit. Just so we don't forget, I put a coal block on a block of planks on top so we know which is which. Charcoal's barely lost any, well, looks like the planks are going to lose because it's already down to less than half. Well, charcoal's about 3/4. Planks is slowly deteriorating and charcoal's about half. So we're going to see, is it going to happen? It's probably, yep, and there you go. With about, I'd say that looks like a third maybe of its. It is better to use charcoal than planks. Planks smelted 6, charcoal smelted 8. And here's where it gets slightly more confusing. Is it worth it to smelt your planks, your logs, into charcoal and then use that? Or is it better just to smelt it into planks? Now the way we're going to conduct this test is a little bit weird. Let's just enable this real quick so it doesn't. Okay, good. The way we're going to do this is we're going to assume that you mined 2 oak logs. Now the reason we're doing 2 is because that's pretty much exactly what you need for this test. The first group we're going to smelt into planks, and this will be entirely planks. The second group is going to be planks and charcoal. And we're going to put the log actually in here. Now there will be slight human error, which is actually intended as we want to make sure this is as realistic as possible. We have 8 in this, and we have 4 in this. Now there is this, which will eventually be fuel. And remember, there is going to be human error, and there's nothing we can really do about that. I'm going to do my best to make it as human error as errorless as possible. But again, you know, there will be some. And now there is something to keep in mind with this before we do start. We're assuming that you're standing here watching our furnaces. So that means you can't be mining or something. So again, this might not be preferred, but we're going to find out. Is it better to smelt? Well, let's start. And now we wait. This will actually be relatively interesting since we will have extra fuel to use. So now we put this in our back furnace. We're filling it up. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That might have just broken some stuff. But it's really just to see which one lasts longer. So they should be about the same with planks. And then you'll see that it's actually not going to affect anything, because then we'll be down to the original test, which will be planks versus charcoal. See, they're both at the same thing, but this is 4 planks, This is charcoal, so we already know the outcome of this. We're about to hit our last plank while charcoal's barely half, I'd say. And we should, yep, there we have it, folks. Looks like it is better to use charcoal. Now, remember, there is some things to keep in mind. First off, that means you have to be here constantly smelting it. Now, let's say you do already have fuel, like let's say you have a stack of charcoal and you want to smelt it into charcoal, then technically you're making more resources than you would by just crafting it into planks. Now remember, this does take time, which does play a factor. So if you're in need of quick resources smelted, your best bet would probably not to be used charcoal, but it definitely is the most efficient. And while that being said, again, charcoal is not the best fuel to use. That would be the coal block. And that is because it's actually, I believe, 10 times as good as a piece of charcoal or coal, which is interesting since it requires 9 of them, and it is stackable, making it better than lava. So there you have it. If you need fuel and you need it quick and you don't want to use your coal, charcoal is better than chopping down trees. Well, than smelting planks, I guess. You have to chop down trees. Anyways, that's it. If you guys enjoyed this kind of theory, I don't know, but this video, then be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment of what other stuff you want me to test. I don't know. I mean, I thought this was kind of cool. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye, guys.